Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails for Daybreak, where we have one side quest remaining, one for SPG, for this time slot. And I got Judith back into the party, and this is our quest is with the racers. Hey there, heard there was some sort of race thing going on. Let's hear it, might be able to join depending on the details. Thanks, Van. Okay, let's get everyone here so I can explain. Alright, looks like everyone's here. I know everyone's busy, but thanks. You in particular, man. It's so reassuring having you here. Huh. No prob. Where's the rest of the crew, though? Bit of a shock to see you here, kid. All that shit going on with your family lately, okay? Don't pry. But regardless of that, I appreciate what you did the other day. Today's the day we come back for the promised rematch of Edith's races. Hot damn, is it gonna rain today or something? Can't believe it, Lucia just said thanks! Or something like that. You were being way nicer than usual, so I was wondering what the hell happened there. I guess this Van gave you a hand and we weren't aware of it? And why should that matter to you? Keep your nose out of business that's not yours. Okay, sure, whatever, rude as always. Gotcha. That's why you made the request to us? Yeah, we were gonna head out on the highway for some high-speed unrestricted races. But it looks like our friends, the Highbloods here, learned a good lesson about reckless driving. We were hoping for a more fun kind of race, something everyone can enjoy in on. But Downey and Hyatts wanted to spend the day enjoying the festivities. Won't be joining us today. My group consists of 2 people, myself and Damien, a bike rider. We're not the only ones that came, of course, but the others 2 couldn't be bothered to be here on account of the festivities. You probably figured it out already, but we're a little short on people. So hey, figured we might as well try to get you to join, man. You and maybe some other people? How about it? Wanna help us track down some other races? Well... sure? Alright, don't mind joining. I'll even ask some other people to join too. Well, it's in the middle of a festival. There should be plenty of people in the capital, at least some of them should be up to it. Why don't we try chatting them up? See what they think. Bring everyone you can, the whole town if they want. If they want to race, they're welcome here. We'll be here, so come back when you got more people. Sure.
Well, we're on the clock now.
The Autobahn Showdown.
Celebrate the revolution. Festival.
So, who do we have?
Let's roll.
Jack?
Excuse me. This feels great.
This tastes great.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Alright, well, Street Racers asked me to scout some people. I know Jack likes him some cars. I see he's up for it. Hey Jack, got a sec? I'm doing a job for some street racers at the moment. We're looking for some racers to fill out their lineup for today. Oh yeah, sounds like a pretty fun gig you've got there. I can see how to catch both you boys' attention, for sure. Anyway, you can probably see where this is going. You in, Jack? We'd love to have you. You should go. You were just talking about how you haven't gotten to drive as much as you'd like lately. Oh, trust me, I got my fill on the drive all the way up here. I'm ready caught up now at this point. That being said, knowing the type of people you can wrangle up, I'm sure it'll be one hell of a fun race. I guess I'm in. Not often I get to race against other people these days. Nice, I knew I could count on you. See you at the meetup point later then. Sounds good.
This Eastern cuisine is...
Are we asking him a scene?
Off we go.
So pretty. Wow. 180 years. Times sure have changed.
Alright, well, Street Racers asked me to scout some people. I know a guy who could help with that. But he looks like he's having a grand old time over there. Will I bug him? Yeah, what's up? You're kind of freaking me out with that stare of yours. Don't tell me I did something wrong. I do one of those, what's it, faux pas? Stop looking at me like that. You could have just told me, man. Paulette already has enough reason to hate my guts. Hold your horse, champ. Just wanted to ask you about something. Favor, actually. Mind if I borrow him for a bit, Paulette? It's for a job. Oh, by all means. You've got work stuff? Okay. Okay, so these guys roped me into a street race. Thought it might be up your alley too. But I know you're having fun with your family, and I get pros fooling around in unsanctioned street races ain't a good look. Bit of a shot in the dark here, but I figured I'd at least ask. That pique your interest at all? A street race? If I did that, I might attract the attention of some scoop-loving ink-slingers again. Ah, what the hey, call me in. Cool, but surprised you said yes. What about the kid? I thought you of all people might have guessed. I've got a score to settle with you. You beat me once, but I'm not the kind of guy to take a loss lying down. And the reporters, think about it, they've got bigger things to cover than me. Any journey worth a soul is gonna be at the festival. Besides, maybe Paulette needs a break from me, just for a little bit. Wouldn't hurt to give her a moment to herself. Is that right? Fine by me. Wanna go again? I'll give you another dust cloud to dine on. Don't actually know what kind of race it is, though. Well, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to it. I'll head over later, and we can meet back up here. And we can make up back there. Yeah, got it.
108.
Blacklight.
Let's roll!
Of course, Hermes. Alright, those street racers asked me to scout out some people. If there's anybody out to talk to, she's at the top of the list. Hey Hermes, got a sec? I'm doing a favor for some street racers right now. We're looking for some extra racers to fill out their lineup for today. How are they now? Well, color me intrigued. Tell me more. Right, so you want to go all out for the big rematch, is the gist? Unfortunately, I'm still got some work to take care of today. If the timing works out though, I'll be happy to join in. Nice, that'll be really great. Yeah, once you're free, just head right on over to the meet. Sound good? Better than good. Thanks for the invite.
I like it.
Wanna get a drink together?
Seriously?
Come on! Spill some blood!
Show no mercy, you hear?
How do we get to Master? Never been in there.
That's it,
Yeah.
right there.
Vice, is it funny?
For real? Kick his ass.
Ah, here's a door. Never knew that. Alright, those street racers asked me to scout some people. I could have Walter, but yeah, no, that's just asking for trouble. Maybe Master's willing to play ball? Hey Master, got a sec? There's something I wanted to ask you. No problem, what is it, Van? Anyway, we're looking for some racers to fill out their lineup for today. It sounds like fun to you? I thought it might be up to your LA. That certainly is a tempting offer. That said, I'm not sure I would appreciate some fogy my age crashing my party. I think I'd pass, but I appreciate what you thought of me. I don't think that would be a deal breaker for them, but fair enough. I see if I can find someone else. Have you considered asking Aaron, perhaps? As it happens, I lent him my orbital bike for the duration of the festival. Oh, good thinking. I had no idea. You sure you want him racing on it, though? It could get scuffed up. A little dent or two is hardly a bother. I enjoy fixing those little gremlins. Alright, thanks Master. I'll let him up and see what he has to say. Well, I managed to get a hold of him. He's on board. Good to hear. I'm glad it all worked out. Of course, I can't say this too loudly given the law breaking involved, but I hope you all have a fun time at the race. We will. I'll keep an eye on him, so he doesn't fly off the handle, boss. Yo, mind if I join the party? Sounds like you guys are planning something big, and I want in. Oh great, my favorite. Aren't you supposed to be busy right now? Who cares if I was? I see a bunch shooting the shit, I get curious, nothing more to it. You said you're putting on a race or something? Bikes are allowed, I take it. Guess the cat's out of the bag. Yes, we got a motorcyclist racing too. Just don't go crazy, alright? These guys are mostly amateurs. Ball the hell kind of race is it if you can't go balls out? Well, I'm racing whether you like it or not. Tell him to get ready for an ass whooping. Damn it, this is exactly what I was trying to avoid roping him in. It sounds like quite a climactic showdown at hand. Well, I've hit up everyone I can think of. Guess all that's left is to loop back with races.
For real?
Taking off now.
I'm back. Talked to some folks who wanted to join up. Don't know how many will actually show up, but it should still be a fair bit. Can't wait, I really appreciate it, Van. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's get going. Very well. I will call Damien and tell him to rendezvous with us. You ready? We'll be leaving the capital for a while, but we can hold on a moment if you still have something to do. Head out. Nah, I got nothing. Let's get going. Okay, if everybody else is ready, then we can get going to the starting point. You vouching for these new racers has my mouth watering here. Van and everyone else hopped on their vehicles and headed toward the meeting spot. All together already, huh? We've been waiting for you. I see the delivery girl is with you too? The weather and wind direction are sublime, perfect for a race, so let's settle the score once and for all. What a fascinating group of people. This should be good fun. Thanks for hitting me up. And who's this pitiful looking old fellow? He doesn't look like he wouldn't make for much competition. Well, sorry for being pitiful and old. I might not be as good as Van, but I still know a thing or two about cars. And the little lady's gonna chew me out if I report back that I lost. So I'll just have to give this my best shot. Thanks for coming, Yuffie. Ha! Nice group we got here. My name is Graham and I'm the one who proposed this little race. This is my buddy Juniper. Lucy and Damien are part of a team called the High Bloods. Thanks for coming together today. I put a lot of thought into how to make this the best race possible, so I hope we get hyped for it. I'm Lucy, the leader of the High Bloods. I came here all the way from Rathian. Consider it an honor that you get to compete with those of us from chosen lineages. Wait, is it just me or have I seen that dude before? I'm sure I must just have one of those faces. You can call me Max. Wait a damn second, you never told me a pro racer would be participating. And not just any pro racer, we're talking Maxime freaking Lugan. What did you do to get him involved? Let's just say we have an unexpected connection. You're something else, Van. Max, that's not even subtle, but probably better to keep my mouth shut. We're supposed to have one more person, but, well, maybe we're better off without. Time to get started. Nope, there he is. I know the sound of that engine. Sabak, right. Didn't mean to keep you waiting. Oh, don't you worry. You could have kept me waiting forever. Wow, this guy seems tough. This group's getting more ridiculous by the minute. This should be a bigger deal with all these monsters we got together last minute. Talk about a lineup. So I can assume you're participating as well? Yeah, you brats better make it worth my while. Anyway, let's get down to the rules. We're going to be pulling out into the expressway for some high-speed, unrestricted races. The prize for the winner is the experience of getting to drive like a damn psycho. The loser gets a special punishment. Now, we'll be splitting you all into 2 teams. I'm not really sure how to go about splitting us up, really. But I do know we want to compete against the High Bloods. Well then, what if the rest of participants are split between the 2 teams? They can be temporary helpers for each team. True enough. Then in terms of numbers, 3 should join the High Bloods. 5 versus 5, which means we'll be doing 5 one-on-one races. So how will we be joining the High Bloods? Well, what side do you plan on joining? I'm contacted with a street racer, so I'll be joining them. Then it's the same for me. Not that I would have minded racing Van. Haha, good to have you both on the team. Then I'll be joining the High Bloods. Sorry, but I've been meaning to settle the score between us. I don't care either way. Lots of interesting folks here. Likewise. Same here. Sounds to me this should be decided at random. Haha, ready for anything, huh? Using the lottery system Juniper brought with her, each individual then pulled to see what team they would be on. That settles it then. So, our Street Racer team got Van, Aaron, and Hermes, and then me and Juniper. As for the High Bloods, is it just me or are we loaded with sketchy old farts? Keep working that jaw if you don't enjoy living, kiddo. You know, if there's someone particularly to prefer racing with, we don't mind. As for the order of the races, I'll be deciding both at random. First up is Aaron vs Damien, second is Graham vs Jack. Next will be Hermes vs Walter, and then it's a fourth race with me vs Lucio. This one I had to make happen. I'm just so over being on the losing end of things. Fine, come at me then, young lady. I'll leave you in the dust. Ha, that's my line. Graham, you know what to do. You got it. I was just thinking this would be perfect. Anyway, this makes the final race between Van and Max. Good luck to the both of you. Time to show you what it means to be a pro. Still, let's make this a good one. Oh, it'll be good, alright. I've modded my truck quite a bit since our last race, so you'll see what she's about soon. You'll be in for one hell of a surprise. I guess I'll wait here then. Honestly, I'm kind of worried about you ignoring the speed limit. But no point in crying over spilled milk, as I say. Go kick some butt out there. You got it. Catch you later. And so the fierce battle between bike and car lovers alike began, their pride fiercely on the line. It wasn't long before they were on the expressway, with the first racers lining up to begin a race for the ages. Hey, you were one of the guys who were riding recklessly in Edith a while back, yeah? This could be fun. This isn't a freaking game, you know, it's an epic showdown between full-fledged racers. I heard that isn't even your bike. If you aren't a real orbital bike rider, then why the hell are you even here? I just get a kick out of picking fights. I live to humiliate idiots like you. Alright, time to punch it. If it's a fight you want, then it's a fight you get. Oh, you're on. What the hell is he doing? That's my master's bike, you asshole! We really should have seen that one coming. Boys, boys. We can fix her up after the race, so don't worry. How have you not lost your balance? You should be veering off the side of a road. I can do this shit all day. Don't tell me you're ready to call it quits already. Hell no. I'm gonna win this. See you never lose her. Alright, what's the play? What does tricky mean in this case? Time to turn the tables. Damn it, this bike's too damn big. That was a close one. He put a damn good fight for a rookie. That dump ass. But that was the wrong choice. But the second race was between Graham and Jack. Graham decided to trade cars with Juniper for the race. As such, it was a battle between sedans from Red Star and Lino. The specs between the two vehicles were nearly the same, and both drivers were at similar skill levels. At first they were neck and neck, but Jack gradually widened the gap between them, driving almost as if he could predict the future. By the time Jack crossed the finish line, he was significantly in the lead. After that, it was time for the third race to begin. Hell yeah, now's my time to shine. You better not make it too easy for me, woman. Wouldn't dream of it. I can tell you're no ordinary racer, so I trust that you know how to put a bike through its paces. Haha, you got that right. Out of the way! Sorry, come through. I'm getting a headache just looking at that guy. Can't relate. I keep my eyes peeled in case he gets sick of the traffic and starts smashing cars. Oh please, there's nobody strong enough to do that. Right? I wouldn't be so certain. Nice job keeping pace. But the real match starts here. Try not to eat pavement on the turn. But you try not to eat my dust. Man, she's taking my speed before a corner like this. Now. She's sped up there. Lady's got one crazy sense of balance, doesn't she? It was amazing. That's real skill and amazing bike to pull that off. Haha, not bad. Yeah. Ah, lost by the skin of my teeth. Oh, that was a close one. That was a kick-ass race. No kidding. Watching that makes me want to get behind the wheel and go riding again. You're up, Jennifer. Get out there and show him who's boss. Will do. Next up was a fateful confrontation between Juniper and Lucio. Juniper borrowed Graham's Lingard sports car for the race. Meanwhile, Lucio drove a top-of-the-line Etwas sports car. Its higher top speed gave Lucio the advantage. However, Juniper, who knew her vehicle's quirks like the back of her hand, was hot on his tail the whole way through. In the end, Lucio's nerves got the better of him, and he fumbled a corner at the last stretch of the race, giving Juniper a well-deserved victory. Thus it was time for the fifth and final race to begin. If you think I'm gonna be easy on you just because I owe you one, think again. Now's my chance to give you a taste of my revenge. Maxime may be a complete buffoon, but he's still a racing champion. If I don't pull out all the stops, I'm gonna lose. Now then, let the rematch of the century begin! Why is he letting me get ahead? Does he want to see what my girl can do? Well, I gladly show him. Time to bust out my secret weapon. Gotta admit, the way he handles a pickup truck is impressive. I bet 5 hours mirror he used that turbocharger next. But I'm going to stop that plan in its tracks. Damn it! I know what your car's capable of now. The element of surprise isn't on your side anymore. Guess I just have to make a risky play. Left? Ah! Is he insane? Off-road is pretty damn fun. You should give it a try. Oh, but I guess your fancy sports car ain't gonna be able to handle it. Too bad. Time to blast to the finish line. Don't think you've won. He did it, Van won. He might be on the other team, but even I feel like standing up and clapping for him. Van's insane. Who knew he was such a skilled driver? Hey guys, looks like you had some good races, huh? Yeah, it was pretty crazy, but there are some real nail-biters. Tell me about it. That was the craziest race I've had since becoming a street racer. Both teams did amazing, but a winner is a winner. And the winner this time are the street racers. Good work, guys. Too bad I lost, but I was still blown away by the driving I saw out there. I might have lost my race, but winning overall sure does feel good. Yeah, it's a rush to just give it everything you got. I honestly didn't expect this to be as satisfying as it was. It almost feels like I've gotten even better thanks to this. We lost the High Bloods? Damn it, how could this have happened? We couldn't ask for a better race, and you're telling me it's already over? But I suppose I'd have to agree. So long as I gave it your all, then it is what it is. Losing would normally piss me off a little, but I don't know. I feel really cool about it. I don't give a shit about the team. I just ain't happy about losing my race. Hope you're ready, Rider Chick. You too, Arkwright. I welcome the challenge. Careful, Hermes, his ass doesn't lay off once he's locked on. Yeah, well, right back at you. You pulled out all the stops for that one, huh? If you ever went pro, you might even make for a decent rival. Well, thanks. Your handling is just as incredible as I've heard. Now man, it's time for your punishment. I'm gonna get things ready, so give me a sec. Is this tea? It smells kind of like medicine. Yep, it's a medicinal tea sold in Langport. It's supposed to be super bitter, but don't worry, it's not bad for you. No point in delaying the inevitable. Time to accept our fate and drink up. I just know this is gonna taste awful. All members of the losing team steeled their resolve and drank the tea. This is really good for you. I can't believe humans were meant to drink this swill. And it stings too. Smells like weeds. I think I'm gonna blow chunks. I tried some gross things for my health before, but this here takes the cake. You know, the more you drink, the better it tastes. Your brats are too young to savor this kind of flavor. Oh, come on. You're boring me to tears. At least give us some kind of reaction. Oh, I bet we get a great reaction if you gave it a sip. Like hell I'm trying this crap. And so the race surrounding the street racer's pride came to an end. Both parties reflected deeply on the intense battles that took place on the road before returning to where they belonged.
That's all, folks.
Love to see it.
Reward deposited.
One additional free time point was added to completing all 4 SPGs. But I want to load that to do it over. Time to turn the tables. Trickery. Okay, that was awesome. Holy hell, that guy is nuts! Ah yeah, this one's in the back. But dump us. And so the race surrounding the street racer's pride came to an end. Both parties reflected deeply on the intense battles that took place on the road before returning to where they belonged.
That's all, folks.
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
No, just seeing Aaron's nonsense there with the art lifting himself up was ridiculous. Good. Then Pyro? No, is it Esprit Cinema?
Let's do this.
Got some time to kill today. Now to stop me from catching 2 movies this time. But well, they like this, you gotta live it up and make the most of it.
Hello.
What's in play? We have...
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Okay, I'm curious. Mishy and Boots is supposed to be bad, from what we hear. So I take Judith along, and...
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
And then yes.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Connor is a young boy born to a very poor family. After working themselves to the bone and saving money for their beloved son, his parents take him on a trip to Crosswell. It was there that they brought him a plushie of an independent state's marvelous mascot, Mishy. Through some mysterious magic, the Mishy plush gained a mind of its own, allowing it to speak with Connor. Mishy's sole dream is to wear clothing and live like a normal human being. However, in order to achieve his dream, he must first grant a human's wish. Connor, more than happy to be the wish-bearer, promised to get Mishy a full set of clothes. Overjoyed, Mishy grants his wish without second thought. In return, Connor gives Mishy a shirt, a pair of pants, and some spare socks. The last thing Mishy needed to become human was 2 long boots. But just as his dream was on the verge of realization, Connor had a thought. A very selfish thought. It's kinda convenient to have Mishy around.
It worked just like you said! I won the C1 car model from the sweepstakes! You're the best, Mishy!
What did I tell you, Connor? You're my bestest friend in the whole wide world. I'd do anything to see you smile. So, how about getting me those marvelous boots now, huh? Then I can become a real human. We can go on walks and dance till the sun goes down.
Shut up! Just keep your mouth shut and grant me more wishes! Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't know if my monthly allowance can cover the cost of those boots. Just wait a little longer, okay? Here, let me get you some socks to hold you over.
So you're breaking your promise. I understand now. You're nothing more than a greedy piece of trash who's trying to get a wishy at the expense of Mishy. Begone, worthless human. I'd make a much better one than you.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Stop it! I thought we were the bestest for... Ah!
Alright. That movie definitely took a turn, I think it's fair to say. It wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. To put it lightly, sorry if it was disappointing. Thought it was just gonna have some cutesy cartoon, so that's why I invited you along. Oh no, I still enjoyed it, that surprise was part of the fun. The more I watched that movie, the more I found myself liking that mean little Mishy. He's cute. Cute? That thing? Did you forget what he does? Oh, Crossbell. I'd love to catch a show live there one of these days. What are you talking about? You don't mean oh, you mean one of her shows, yeah? Bingo, not that I don't want to pay a visit to Michelin Wonderland either, of course. A good vacation there, where I can just take off, indulge in a ton of local theater, maybe get Mishy to hug me once or twice sounds just perfect. Not that I get a chance anytime soon with my work schedule being so hectic, unfortunately. Plus, you can't exactly step away from your side hustle nilly-willy, can you? Yeah, that's true too. One of these days, though, I don't know how, but I'm going to make it happen or die trying. Hey, looks like we are selling commemorative brochures.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Hello.
If you have a
And
ticket,
Rainfall? I
please
think
proceed
we
to the
don't
entrance.
have Rainfall.
Banner launch.
Right? Nope.
Hello.
Rainfall. No idea what it's
We have
about.
merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Vaughn decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie. Will, an up-and-coming stockbroker, and Mia, a woman of ambition, both work at local branches of their respective trading and banking companies. After a chance encounter in the city, the two hit it off and start dating, growing steadily closer. It seemed they were destined to be together. That is, until one fateful day, and their relationship reaches an unexpected turning point.
You want to break it off? Just like that?
Oh, come on. It was just a bit of a fling, right? Just two lonely people trying to feel less lonely for a while. I'm studying abroad and you're moving back to your main office. It's like Adios herself planned for us to separate.
Fine, I get it. Guess this is it then. You better make those dreams of yours come true.
Of course I will. Who do you think you're talking to,
Yeah, I know. Well, take care, Mia.
You take care too, Will. Thanks for a wonderful time. Why'd it have to rain? Damn it, Will. Couldn't you tell these were tears?
A very different role for Judith than we had in Golden Blood. I can't even describe how I feel after seeing Mia's face when they go separate ways. I really wanted Will to do more to hold on to her. I can get that, but Will was probably trying to respect Mia's wishes. He let her go precisely because he loved her so much. It's still frustrating though. It's clear Will still had a lot of feelings for her in the end. Besides, deep down you can't ever lie about how you feel. What was that? I didn't catch what you said. Nothing. I was just thinking to myself. Thanks for inviting me, Van. I wish it had a better ending, but I still really enjoyed the movie. As the title suggests, rain plays a key role in the movie. If you pay close attention, you notice it always rains during important scenes in general, not just when they break up in the end. Interesting, I didn't even notice. Good eye, Katra. Thanks. If I had to guess, they probably did that so the emotional scenes make more of a lasting impression on viewers. I was wondering what got you thinking so heavily. Guess you were just putting on your analytical hat for the movie like you always do. To be honest, I wasn't sure if you'd like it. I figured a researcher like you might find romance plots to be tedious and pointless. You shouldn't have worried. I might be a researcher at heart, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy more romantic or emotional stories too. So thanks for bringing me one. This was a really nice time we had. Irreplaceable assistant. Studious prodigy.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
God, and then there was the guy in Riverside who wanted all the
Let's do this.
Brochures.
Well, if it isn't Van. Now then.
Were you able to get your hands on 12 different brochures for me? Here you go, this should be all of them. All of these look like a fun watch. The brochures will surely come in handy when I have to pick. If I even get that far, starting to feel like this will just make the choice process even harder. I feel you. But don't mind me. That's a job well done, lad. Thank you kindly for the brochures. And here's your payment. Onyx steel. Is this some kind of metal? Yep, I came across it in one of my fishing trips. It's called Onyx steel. We also call it star steel in the East. Very rare and precious metal you got there. Legends say a weapon crafted with it can cut down 1,000 enemies without showing anywhere. Mighty impressive. But you need to be careful with it. Your run-of-the-mill smith won't be able to draw out its true power. You need proper technique to mold it. Heard you loud and clear. Appreciate it, old-timer. There's something else, alright? You're most welcome, lad. I need to find a specialist to handle this baby. Maybe I should see what old Giska can do with it. Think I'll ask Kato to get in touch with him for me. Well, they look cheery. Must be happy about getting to see the professor for the first time in a while. What is it? You need something from me? Yeah, I wanted you to check something out. And what would that be? Color me surprised with some real Onyx steel. Quite a rare sight in the Republic. It's also known as star steel. It's a dangerously strong metal. Being quite honest, I never had the chance to see some in person before. I thought if anyone might know about it, it would be either of you, Professor, Supervisor. Even I have only seen it once before when I was younger. As I recall, only a precious few blacksmiths in the East were skilled enough to work with it. Looking at it though, this isn't just one thing. It's a Zemurian ore alloy. Zemurian ore, that rings a bell. Aren't the Empire's divine knights made from that stuff? That they are. Incidentally, it was Albert who devised how to process Zemurian ore. Following that, Gerhard established a means to process an alloy of it called black Zemurian ore. All three disciples sure get around, huh? For their names to be spoken of even in relation to this, they're amazing. That they are. They even managed to surprise me on occasion. This would be hard to process, harder even than black Zemurian ore. I have, however, studied the professor's ore processing methods. Given enough time, I might be able to make it happen. Frankly, it's a good opportunity to test my skills. If you want me to make a weapon out of it, I do it, no charge. Well, I ain't saying no to that. Thank you very much, Supervisor. Nothing to thank me for that. Full disclosure, making weapons with this amount is only going to be enough to arm a single person. The bigger issue is figuring out a good space to work. Maybe a workshop in Old Town? Doubt they'd turn me down if I said it was for Chief Engineer Giscard. Alright then, I'll trust you. Once you've chosen who's getting what, come talk to me. Got it. The Elder's not changed one bit. Still as overbearing and obstinate as I remember. Maybe the success of a new Red Star factory and a high-speed orbital net infrastructure will teach him to ease off a little. He's a shrewd one when it comes to money. There are some things we still need to work on. Alright, whose weapon do you need me to work on? As I can't see the weapons, I don't know. I guess Van, because he's always there. Could you make me a stun caliber?
Yeah, leave this to me.
Van's group retrieved the equipment from Old Town, let Giscard work on their weapons.
There, all finished.
Dawnfang. This one hell of a weapon. Your skills are the real deal, no wonder you're ahead of Basel's artisans. It's nothing special, plenty of folks can make weapons like those. Anyway, if you pick up any more Onyx steel, you let me know. If you're okay with me working it, I'll always be glad to. Appreciate it, Supervisor. Yeah. Good, but I guess I end the episode here and we do the
Planner launch.
connection events next time.